Just realized I didn't have no audio. Appreciate it, bro.
Well, the Hoover fans and Central-Phenix City fans settling in for a while because we got back-to-back, kind of a double feature here at the state tournament as you see our score with the Hoover girls out to a 19-7 lead over Central-Phenix City. And coming up right after this one, we've got Hoover versus Central-Phenix City boys.
We do. Saw Coach Charles Burkett earlier.
Knows what he's going up against, his former team. But looking forward to the matchup between the Central-Phenix City boys and the Hoover boys, who will be going for the three-peat. Of course, the Hoover girls going for the five-peat. 9 titles since 2010 for Hoover High School and girls basketball. They get it in. Blanchard, point-blank range, misses the shot. That's a tougher shot than it would appear.
Much tougher shot than it would appear. And Central very fortunate there that Hoover didn't get another basket, but now it looks like you're going maybe a box and one type look as Wilson gets the foul. All the attention being paid to Lindsay.
Foul is on Winston.
And Winston called for the foul, and that's going to send Fuller to the free throw line to shoot a couple. She's already been to the line once and made 1 of 2. Our free throws sponsored by Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving.
See Tatum English in the game. Another young up-and-coming player for the Hoover Bucks. Worked with her son around the Gunnersville area, high upside.
So no look there. Score remains 19-8.
The hand up. Good blockouts. Here's where she's dynamic, Nikki.
It's a 3-on-2, and Lindsay going to be called for double dribble.
And that play was made by Johnson. Has just come into the game in her sprint back defensively. When Lindsay was going to slow down and make her move, felt pressure from the backside. It's just every time Lindsay gets the ball, there's 1 or 2 people around her.
It is like bees to honey.
It is.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Blanchard, nice dish to Cannon. That's good ball movement there on the inside by the Bucks.
Good traffic passing, if you will.
Poised traffic passing. Didn't panic.
I may add that to it. Poised
You can tell
traffic
these ladies
passing.
have been here before.
Oh, yeah. Well, just even like right there, to understand that you're either going to get a timeout or the possession is yours and not just pitch it out and turn it over because you're up 13. That literally, she was like, okay.
Yeah. And, you know, we saw Lindsay a moment ago with the double dribble. Maybe a little antsy in the moment. And then you see the Hoover response there. And it's just hard. You cannot replace experience. It is just a very valuable
have always been a few, ready to fight and win for our nation. For 250 years, Marines have proudly served this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
The other end, finishing with the left-handed layup, is Winston.
It's a blowout.
30-9, a 21-point lead for Hoover. Get it inside to Lindsay. Shot no good. Scramble on the floor and
Say, oh man.
it goes to Gibson. Nice body control as she was able to maneuver around Maybuge and still get the bucket to go down.
When that ball is rebounded on the defensive end, or there's a loose ball, or there's a block, young coaches, young kids, look how hard Hoover runs, and look at the face guarding now of Johnson on Lindsay. Just tough sledding early for the Central star.
Hoover shooting 63% from the floor, 4 of 6 from 3. Huge lead after one over Central-Phenix City.
For over 20 years, Hollis Wright has been turning setbacks into comebacks. Make no mistake, who you hire after an accident will define your comeback. Pick a trusted firm that knows how to win. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
Matthews and Martha's Christian Academy is now open, and we are accepting the first 15 children to come attend. Have a great day.
At Hollis Wright, we don't cut corners when helping our clients. Financial resources matter, and we know it. If it's a car accident, a work injury, or a defective product, we have the resources to help. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
And a look at Hoover head coach Crystal Johnson. You know, she is a former Hoover player. She's obviously had so much success as the head coach of the Hoover girls. A legend here.
She, good player, obviously in her own right. National Coach of the Year. We don't have many of those in the state of Alabama. Might have one in college boys basketball this year. But she joined us and was so gracious with her time after they won their regional game. That's not I had to come back from Jacksonville, and that's not
Yo, whoever has the login, please.
Most least stressful time doing this, and has just had so much success. They believe that they're going to win every game just because how she teaches them and what they work on in practice.
Blanchard got it back, had it knocked loose. Hoover took 22 shots, Bart, in that first quarter. Central-Phenix City only took 8 shots.
And one of the reasons, it's turnovers, man. I mean, they've already got 8. It's 9 turnovers to none. Hoover hasn't turned it over. 18 points off turnovers, Palmer.
Wow.
18.
No wonder the score is what it is, as Coach Williams getting a substitute into the game. She's actually sending in her daughter. That is Taylor Givens Williams. She is just a 7th grader. She is the daughter of the head coach. Checking in for the first time. She does start some for Coach Williams today, coming off the bench here against Hoover. Griggs with the ball.
Look at this attention. Now they're bringing a double, so it's a box and 1, and when she catches it, she's getting a double, and you're playing 3-on-4.
She literally just had 3 players to deal with on that one drive. You can tell what the game plan is for Coach Johnson is. Don't let number 12 get anything.
She told us Thursday of last week. I mean, on the air, you don't hear. I haven't heard Crystal Johnson get that much praise. It shows the respect that she had, and obviously you're seeing the attention. Attention, demand, respect. And we're seeing it from Hoover. Nice curl cut and pass. They're just running. Good stuff in the half court too, partner.
Chastity Johnson getting in on the action. Her first bucket of the game. a new largest lead of 25 points here, early second quarter. Three-point shot is an air ball. Rebound into the hands of Griggs on the baseline. She's tied up by Blanchard.
Just their hands are everywhere. The loose balls, and what do you draw up now if you're Coach Williams?
Coach Williams was the interim last year. They took the interim tag off. She is the official head coach this year. Spent 15 seasons as an assistant at Central-Phenix City. Done a good job getting her girls here. Down low, baseline shot is no good by Gibbons-Williams, and it will go over to the Bucks.
Yeah, right now it's, I don't know the last time that I've seen a 30-point quarter in a semi in a girls game, but just saw one. But in
Please.
UAB Sports and Exercise Medicine. Book an appointment today.
There's her sixth shot attempt of the game so far. She's made two. Nice backdoor cut and a great look there by Winston. This is a clinic so far.
Her length and understanding. And that time there, I like what Winston did that time. The pass lane was too long, and just the tenacity, if you will, of Lindsay English. It wasn't able to slow her down.
And here's another trip to the free throw line. Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throw attempt. As we see a substitution for Central-Phenix City, Madison Fuller is coming back into the game. Chastity Johnson at the line for Hoover. Making the first. 5'9" junior with 3 points so far in the game. And the second one rolls around and comes out. It's tapped out of bounds. They're going to award the ball to the Red Devils. And there you see another substitution. Layla Cannon is back in the game, and Johnson will go to the bench.
And the pressure of Hoover just continues. You're always going to see a 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2, and it'll change. And now look at this. You got three folks on the perimeter. They're not really worried about stopping anybody else at this point. Shots like that would help stepping out.
Off the miss, here comes Hoover. Nice job there. They laid off of Cannon. No one stopped the ball, so she knocked down the mid-range.
Well, and I tell kids all the time, when you get the ball in an open situation, get it to the other free throw line. Let everything happen around you. Just get to that jump stop, and a lot of good things can happen. Nice outlet pass by Tatum English.
Another turnover is going to result in a bucket at the other end. Kristen Winston with the basket. She's got 6 points now in the game. And here ahead it comes to Gibbons-Williams. She will wait on teammates to get down and help out. Griggs thought about the three. Kicks it back out to Lindsay. And it knocked loose, but a foul will be called here against Aliyah Blanchard.
I'm going to get to the free throw line right here and just gear down, get to your spot. She knew where it was. And then here, just Hoover, when there's a turnover again, or they're out, they're running. And it's been this way for
Hoover run after Hoover run here in this first half. Winston pushing. 3-on-2 advantage. They get an open three from the right corner. Long on the shot was Gibson, and here comes Central-Phenix City. Pass a little too far out in front.
Shit, she should have cleared them. Should have hurdled them.
That'll take us to a timeout. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It is all Hoover from Legacy Arena.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life. because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with Mini Dental Implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
Basically half of Hoover's points so far, and this one barred off of turnovers by Central-Phenix City.
There's not really any sport that if you turn the ball over consistently, you're going to have a lot of success. And for the last 4 years in a row, Hoover's been turning teams over. And here, staying in that zone,
Nice hands there.
one.
Cassidy Johnson knocked it away. Again, they're just not letting Lindsay have any space at all. Winston missed it inside the lane, tapped around, and Jabria comes out with it. Oh, she had a player open at the other end. Couldn't quite get it to Mebuge, and another turnover.
How about that left-handed look? English. Get one, Tatum.
Put back attempt no good off of Hoover.
Sergeant Coach Crystal Johnson. I agree with you, Coach. She said we don't have a shot clock. Coach, I'm with you. Let's get the vote ready. But she just want that early shot. They're up 39-11. And she's still thinking about running enough clock.
Like, for real, who has it? Somebody has the link.
Well, mommy ain't got a...
I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Frustrating deal when you look up and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes folks around you, and the timing that Hoover brings these doubles, though, when there's a spin, when there's a change of direction, that's coached.
Yeah,
Do they play it? Do they play today? What time?
Any kind of rhythm here today.
Good defense there.
Lindsay, good effort.
Yeah, and I know Auburn likes her offensively, but defensively, she is really good as well. Excellent two-way player is Lindsay. 7 points, she's 2 of 5. The issue is she's only gotten 5 shots.
Yeah. Well, as a team, they only have 15 shots to Hoover's 31. I don't know of a game where I normally pay attention to who's getting the most shots, but it's Hoover's got twice as many shots in Central-Phenix. You can just, I think the average person sitting in the top row can feel that in this game so far.
I could not agree more.
It's 2-1.
It's 2-1, and you look at the turnovers, it's 13-2, 20-2 in that area. It's an 18-point game. That's where you're seeing that. But of those 13 turnovers, 7 of those are Lindsay's. And it's the attention that's getting paid to her. You're just not used to this much athleticism, this many hands all around you. Look, there's 2 people running with her down the court here in the press. And I think Johnson is just taking it personal and doing a really good job sticking with the star, Lindsay, from Phoenix City. Excuse me, Central-Phenix City.
Cross court it goes as the Red Devils attack the Hoover zone. Inside, knocked loose again. Gibbons-Williams hits the deck. They're going to have a reach-in foul on Winston, I believe.
It's her second, looks like. She's really grown up in the last couple of years. She got some time.
I got it streaming on YouTube and Twitch.
That last state championship run, I've been hearing about her for a while. First time I've seen her since last year. She has gotten longer. She looks like a veteran. She's up there leading the defense.
Yeah, her body language as that of a senior. This shot, rebound for Hoover, knocked loose though. Todd winds up with it. Bouguet takes a bump, misses the shot.
Nah, I wouldn't say they suck. It's just Hoover just that good. But if the Hoover boys blows out the other team, I'm gonna end the stream a little early. Look now. I'm telling you, whoever has to log in, please give me a break.
This is kind of random. We've only got 2 players on the free throw line here. And one of the reasons for that, you know what it is? It's because they're worried about Hoover getting out on a free throw. Look how Hoover's lining up.
That's a sign of respect,
But they're forcing Central to have to do this. Central has all of their players out of the line, no offensive, and it's 100% because Hoover has been dominating on fast break points, 14-2.
They have executed so well in their fast break, their leak outs. They have just dominated. And when Central-Phenix City has scored, even on their made baskets, their few made baskets, they've got down the floor quickly.
And this is what Hoover goes to at the end of games to run clock. They've got 3 guards that can handle the ball, 1 left-handed, and then find your young stud in the corner. Oh, high pointed for me, 13. I like it, Blanchard.
Got the rebound over Lindsay and put it in for her 15th point of the first half.
And the thing is, she got so many of them early, she hadn't had a touch in a while. But 4 rebounds.
Bouguet, 3-point shot. No good.
They're running.
Ball out of bounds. It will go back to the Red Devils.
All this is happening with no Chloe Ford, just to touch back on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you really start thinking about the dominance that we've seen from these Hoover Lady Bucks.
Yeah, she actually scored 23 against Coach Williams' team in a tournament last year. Coach Williams talked to me about that game. She said, you know,
Nah, Chloe out, bro. She got that foot injury all season.
It's like they haven't missed a beat. They just are just so loaded with talent. And Blanchard, another bucket for her. What a first half.
16-2 on the fast break points. 13 assists to 1, 10 steals to 2. It's just it's a clinic of what we've continued to see.
54% shooting for Hoover here in the first half.
They're literally guarding every time there's a catch from Lindsay. They are guarding her with 2 people every single time.
And here has been the story of the first half. A little leak out on the other end. Good effort there by Griggs on defense. Blanchard hustled down for the rebound, and Hoover just dominating the boards as well. Every category across.
Oh my gosh, bro! I missed that chest bump, bro. Come on.
No, between the opposite
bro,
teams.
who has the login?
Look, the white girl now, she aggressive.
This country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
22s lives on.
And a couple of substitutes for Central-Phenix City here before the second free throw as they get Fuller back in the game. And Bouguet goes out of the game. One more Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throw coming up here for English. This is
off the line.
But Blanchard with another offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're not shy about going to get one.
Nice hands by Todd on defense. Here comes Lindsay ahead, and a nice finish on the other end by Fuller. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. Total domination for the Hoover Bucks as they will head to the locker room with a 43-15 lead. We will continue with our live coverage of the AHSAA State Basketball Championships in just a moment.
For over 20 years, Hollis Wright has been turning setbacks into comebacks. Make no mistake, who you hire after an accident will define your comeback. Pick a trusted firm that knows how to win. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
I need the king, boys.
Don't call two clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them king boys.
With Amana brand, there's a level of trust, letting you focus on what matters most. So it's no surprise that the Amana brand S-Series heating and cooling system is exactly the kind of year-round comfort you'll feel, but hardly notice. Take comfort. It's an Amana brand.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision,
where quality is no accident.
It's a new year, and there is no better way to start it than with a new Nissan from Sarah Nissan. Don't miss your chance to save thousands this new year on hundreds of new Nissans. Take home a new 2024 Nissan Murano with 0% APR or up to $7,500 cash savings. Or a new Nissan Frontier with 2.9% APR. Drive off in a new 2025 Nissan Rogue with 3.39% APR. New year, new Nissan. Discover yours today from Sarah Nissan with 3 locations in Birmingham, Sylacauga, and Coleman.
This is heart. This is pride. This is community. This is high school football.
At Hollis Wright, we don't cut corners when helping our clients. Financial resources matter, and we know it. If it's a car accident, a work injury, or a defective product, we have the resources to help. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
Welcome back to Legacy Arena for the Carmichael Law Firm Halftime Report. We are midway through the second 7A girls semifinal. Hoover putting on a clinic, running away from Central-Phenix City 43-15. There's a reason the Lady Bucks under Coach Crystal Johnson, they've won a total of 10 state championships. They've won the last 4 in a row. They're going for a 5-peat. And they look like they have already punched their ticket into the championship game. We have another half to go. Maybe Jabria Lindsay will do something spectacular like she did in the regional when she scored 40. But it's going to take a superhuman performance for Hoover not to win this game and get back to a championship game on Saturday and go for number 5 in a row. Let's look at the first half highlights of how the Lady Bucks did it at a championship level. There's Aaliyah Blanchard imposing her will inside. She finished with 17 in the first half. There she is from deep, bottom, and again, nothing but net. Nice attack by Central-Phenix City getting to the rim, but the Hoover pressure defense. Check out this pass, Kristen Winston to Caitlin Gibson. Say that 5 times fast. Caitlin had 9 in the first half. Kristen had 6. Again, just overwhelming defensive pressure. And again, that connection. Kristen Winston to Caitlin Gibson for the layup. They're the first half stats. If the score didn't tell the story, the numbers will. Central didn't hit a 3. Hoover made 4. Didn't need many free throws when you're making those kind of shots from the field. And then clear domination in rebounds and steals. turnovers, second chance points. By any measure, that was a championship performance by the Hoover Lady Bucks. One game before another championship game for Crystal Johnson's dynasty. Now, there is a special young lady playing for Central-Phenix City. Number 2, hustling back, playing defense, not giving up anything easy, which you would expect from Garrett Griggs. She is a champion. I don't know of a sport that she doesn't play, but what she excels at most is flag football. She was the quarterback for Central-Phenix City. Check out this touchdown pass. As they completed an undefeated season just across the street at Protective Stadium to win their second straight state championship, Class 6A, 7A, back in December. Not only were they clearly the best team in Alabama, Coach Mitchell Holt and company, they were the number 1 team in the United States of America, according to the USA Today poll, in the growing sport of flag football. They have set the tone in this sport. And yet another touchdown pass for Garrett Griggs. And check out this offensive razzle-dazzle. Wide open, another touchdown. And in her spare time, she plays basketball for a team that made it to the state semifinals. All right, we've got to run to a break. We've got the second half coming up. Central-Phenix City trying to stage an incredible comeback. Can they do it? Check it out next.
We invite you to come join us live here at God's House of Prayer in Auburn and also God's House of Prayer in Camp Hill. We would love to see you in the pews to feel and to get some of God's love.
Right, because it's nothing like being around God's people and feeling.
You know, I'm a person too.
Mr. President, Bessemer Superhighway is backed up. What are we going to do?
Are you serious? Get me the King Boys.
King Boys Towing is the fastest growing tow and recovery company in Birmingham and surrounding areas for one reason. Our customers are our top priority. Whether your car's been in an accident, is stuck in the driveway and won't start, or you just need a tow to your preferred repair shop, give us a call. Our fleet of flatbed tow trucks will provide courteous and fast service. King Boys Towing, 205-428-3235.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Bandits Bar and Grill is your stop for great food, family fun, and live music. Wednesday night, it's Cornhole Tournament. Thursday night, Biker Night. Don't forget about the live music, too. Great steaks, full bar, awesome appetizers, wings, nachos, tacos, and fried catfish. Stop in today or give us a call at 256-369-2920. That's Bandits Bar and Grill on Fort Williams and Sylacauga.
It's a new year, and there is no better way to start it than with a new Nissan from Sarah Nissan. Don't miss your chance to save thousands this new year on hundreds of new Nissans. Take home a new 2024 Nissan Murano with 0% APR or up to $7,500 cash savings. Or a new Nissan Frontier with 2.9% APR. Drive off in a new 2025 Nissan Rogue with 3.39% APR. New year, new Nissan. Discover yours today from Sarah Nissan with 3 locations in Birmingham, Sylacauga, and Coleman.
And we're back inside Legacy Arena as we continue getting set for second half action of the 7A girls semifinal matchup. Here's a look at the big board and what's happened so far today. We got started early this morning. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, 9 o'clock tip against Daphne as they win the game 57-41. Sky Latham with 18 and 15 in that game as they advance to take on the winner of this game. There you see the first boys semifinal. Final score, Florence beating Fairhope to advance to the 7A Boys Championship game to take on the winner of Central-Phenix City Hoover Boys, which is coming up at the conclusion of this game. And what a first half for Hoover. Just another day at the office, Bart. The Bucks doing what they do. Blanchard with a huge first half, 17 points and 7 rebounds. She gets ready to trigger it in, or Winston does, to get us started here in the second half.
The only mistake I've seen Hoover make was right there when Winston didn't have her shirt tucked in. And she quickly got that reconciled.
Your Central-Phenix City. You don't even worry about the scoreboard at this point.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Auburn loves that about her.
7 points for Lindsay in the first half, but only got up 6 shot attempts. She pulls the trigger on a three-pointer, and it's short. Briggs chased it down, tried to save it back in, but it wound up with Hoover and a whistle and a foul in the backcourt.
Legend Ron Ingram. Easing by.
Yep.
We were talking to him earlier, and we got to start talking about the conversation. Hoover, probably looks like they're going to win this game. I mean, these runs for one school, if they pull this off, is this the greatest run from a boys and girls program in the history of Alabama high school basketball? I'm getting close to saying yes.
I think it's definitely an argument to make for sure. And an incredible first half here. Todd gets the shots to fall in there. And look at this. Hoover just, this is what's impressed me. They missed this shot, but even on made baskets, that'll hurt your feelings. You finally get a bucket to go down, and boom, they're on the other end scoring a layup.
And you have to simulate that in practice, Mickey. That can't be something that just happens, I mean, it's simulated, and they're just bringing bodies. Look at this left-handed pass by Winston. And they've got two people ahead of everybody else. Transition is the #1 thing Hillcrest is thinking we've got to stop right now.
That is the 18th point, fast break point here in this game for Hoover.
Yeah, and then the points in the paint, you add 32 of those, and some of those are the same. So you can see this huge lead.
Todd on the attack, wild shot on the baseline, almost got it to fall, but Hoover keeping the Red Devils to 1 shot and another fast break.
Mickey, you could make those. The high flying on the break.
Here, look at here, off the steal.
I mean, what do you do here? Do you call a timeout here? Just, yeah, and I like Lindsay. Lindsay's going to go get it. But the thing,
bro, I just realized the score. I'm not even really paying attention, but I just realized the score.
I told you.
Goes in and banks it in for her 9th point of the game. And then here come the Bucks. Again, off a made basket. This is amazing, the pace that they've been able to play with in this game. They have absolutely controlled the game in that area. And it helps when all 5 spots can handle the ball.
Does it?
Great passing team, very unselfish. They just play so well together.
And I love that point because it is a different team with Chloe Ford. There's a lot more traffic on the driving lanes. They are not as fast. Now, it's not anything against her. It's a different team. They're bigger, they're longer, they're stronger, they're better defensively, especially protecting the rim. But with her out, you can tell these guards can rebound. When they rebound, they can run. And that's why you're seeing all these open fast break looks. And Winston is an elite pitch-ahead passer with either hand. We've seen that 4 or 5 times to start the break. And you've got Gibson, who's constantly running the floor. But they're always kind of snowbirding somebody out.
Yeah.
And, that's part of their offense, and it's very successful.
And, we look at Chloe Ford when they were introducing the starting line of introducing the players today. Ford, she's 6'3". She almost looks like she could have been on the coaching staff. And if you've never seen her play, again, she was the MVP of this tournament a year ago. Add that to this Hoover mix. It's incredible that they have still moved right on. You talk about next man up and just keep winning. That tells you you have a culture firmly established. When you can lose a player like Chloe Ford and not miss a beat.
You know, we talk about basketball is, to me, it's for a program. James Barrett was talking earlier. He asked me, what does it take, to be a basketball school? Or that's not a basketball school. That's a football school. Ain't nobody gonna say that Hoover's a basketball school. Now, they probably should now because of what they've been doing. I'll say it. Hoover's a basketball school. How about that? Hope I made somebody know. Basketball's growing in the state, but the point is you got to have commitment from your athletic program. You got to have understanding from your kids that what the effort is. As you see Chloe Ford right there. Last year, you add her left hand to everything. It's just crazy, but what you really got to have to execute all this is two things: coaching and talent. And sometimes you can flip those back and forth. But in 7A, you ain't winning a state championship without talent, because there's so many kids to choose from because the numbers are so much bigger. But she is as special as any post player we've seen come through this tournament in quite a while. And her left hand just adds a completely other dynamic. But again, she's a big that can make free throws. And so hate to see her out, but just an opportunity for the pedigree to grow more.
And she is just a junior, so she's not done.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Another turnover.
Nice effort there by Central-Phenix City's Marlacia Smith to go after the ball.
Yeah, and she says, our ball. She said, I put that effort in. That's our ball.
Meanwhile, for Central-Phenix City, Bart, there's only 3 seniors on their roster, so I think how they play this second half is important for their future.
Excellent cerebral basketball point, partner, because when you're in games like this, coaches, what do you say? What do you do? Win the second half. Yeah. Let's win this quarter first. Win these next 2 minutes, right? And then now you see them start to compete a little bit more. Nice basket drive there.
Maybugre with the bucket. Good ball movement. Trade try is good from the right wing by Gibson. That'll put her in double figures.
And I think we're going to stay here. I think this could be a 5-point, 6-point trip, possibly. Yeah, it is. And that foul is going to be on Smith, stemming from that last possession when she was kind of going at it a little bit with Winston. Got a little too aggressive there on the block, and this could be a 3. It's already been a 3-point trip. Will it be more? Is it 6? It is.
How about that? How often do you see that? Gibson back-to-back threes off the foul call.
I mean, that's about as good of a possession as you can get in basketball. I love the jump stop going left there from Lindsay. Nice finish.
That was her most assertive
2 people down.
Play of the game. Yeah, they're right back down.
I just pick who you want to throw it to. I mean, how do they keep getting behind the defense? I mean, it's craziness. Fast break points now, 22-4. Points in the paint, 38-14. Points off turnovers, 29-6.
And an Alabama Natural Gas Association timeout. Back to Legacy Arena in just a moment.
Uncle Marcus, will you tell us the story about King Boys again?
Sure. Well, it all started back in 2008.
2008?
Bro, what's up with these commercials?
Like, what the hell?
To help our customers. You see, kids, you must train your mind and your body to be able to help the people you call customers. When they call on us, it's
Oh, that's a towing company. Okay.
King Boys mission is to help when people are in need. So what's our motto, children?
King Boys forever!
Hey, I'm D. Ford. And I'm Wayne Hayes. We want you to join our TV show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 7 in the afternoon.
Well, we were looking forward to it, having a lot of fun with some good country music and gospel music and some good local talent from everywhere, D.
We want you to watch our TV show right here on WOTM 21 in Silicaga, Alabama.
Y'all come out and see us and be watching us every night. We're looking forward to it.
Hey, yo, come on now. That commercial was kind of interesting. They were playing the instruments. I threw it down.
have always been a few ready to fight and win for our nation. For 250 years, Marines have proudly served this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
Their state title on Saturday against Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, who was victorious this morning in their semifinal matchup against Daphne. And Lindsay, another good take there. She missed a shot, but a very under control move there for Jabria.
I think so, and I like just the continuing to attack. You know, scoreboard now, game probably in hand, well in hand, but continue to do play like you said, you know, get to the end of this game. Find some things to look at. Hey, we didn't quit here. That's the whole thing, is just the effort and just continuing to compete. The willingness to compete in adversity says a lot about you. And right now, Central-Phenix City is not quitting by any means.
This is Gibson off those back-to-back threes, gives it up.
Eighth grader wins in the post. How about that? The movement, the spacing. Just great half-court possession. Just a great half-court possession.
Winston with her first three of the game. She is now in double figures as well, along with Gibson and Blanchard. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast that Hoover has 4 players averaging double figures, and this game is playing out about how every game does for the Bucks. As I mentioned, just another day at the office for Hoover. Here, great ball movement, finding Winston in the corner.
Finding her, knocks it down, had that ball reversed a couple of different times, got the defense moving. It's a wide open look for, she's already a star, but I'm gonna make her upside. I mean, Sydney Spencer back in the day was the highest recruited player from Hoover we'd seen. Obviously, Chloe Ford, we've seen Renee Kelly. I predict that Kristen Winston could possibly be the highest recruited player to ever come out of Hoover.
And you know, you look at their starters. They have one senior starter. That is Layla Cannon. Blanchard's back, Winston's back. Well, actually, Gibson's a senior, but of course, Chloe Ford will be back. So this team is not going anywhere.
Mickey, they're running out of fingers. English.
Blanchard with the rebound, but the tie-up by Smith. Jump ball called, and the arrow pointing in the Red Devils' direction.
It's a game-winning play. Probably not going to win the game, but number 14, Smith, that's 2 jump ball possessions that she's reached in and competed. That's the type of stuff that we're talking about. Not quitting, just continue to press the issue. And one of the reasons I think Auburn likes, there's a bucket. Good-looking shot there. Griggs.
Yeah, we saw some of her highlights at halftime. She was the quarterback for Central-Phenix City's incredible girls flag football team. Little fast break for the Red Devils at the other end, and the bucket goes for Walker. And there is no quit in these Red Devils. Playing hard here in the third quarter. And here is Griggs from deep.
Winston and Gibson in for the Buccaneers.
They haven't been able to turn Hoover over much. Hoover takes care of the basketball. 9 turnovers now, though. Last couple of possessions. Loose with the ball, but Johnson.
Yeah, we mentioned Griggs, a quarterback on the girls' flag football team. She's also headed to Alabama to play softball. Great athlete.
Yeah, and Griggs, you know, multi-sport athlete. You can tell typically shooters have good hands, right? And, you know, quarterbacks, right? So I would think probably some type of infielder or pitcher, but you know, you could tell there that follow through, that one was going in from the time she caught it. And today it's just no room. You know, she's 1 of 4 from the 3-point line, but it feels like she's gotten sped up a little bit. This Hoover pressure and length. It's a lot to deal with.
And Gibson at the line for more Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throws. What a game for this young lady. She has been solid all game long. She's been good from deep, 3 of 4 from 3. She's got 20 points in the game.
We talk about Winston, and we've talked about just because she's so young in the upside and her defensive capability, but you sit around and look at the stat sheet here. Gibson's got 21 and 7 assists. Blanchard's got 17 and 7 rebounds. And Blanchard's playing more of that post role. She's kind of the versatile one that had to step up and play bigger. Chloe Ford, but Central-Phenix City is continuing to do what they do. I like their energy right now.
Yeah, they're playing much more under control, more poised. Corner 3, no good. Ball tapped around. Look at Winston just tapping it out to her teammate.
Another one. 2 game-winning plays in a row.
They keep it alive. Third crack at it here, and she does with a 3-pointer.
Right on. Star.
Call the game, please.
Jonathan Hyde told me about her a long time ago, the owner of Supreme Courts. About 2 years ago, he said, there's a young girl from Hoover that people are going to know her name soon, and I think this weekend might be that time.
And here comes Madison Fuller back into the game for Coach Williams, and heading out will be Walker.
And that's Winston's 3rd foul.
Winston goes to the bench as well for Hoover. With those 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting. Nice pass ahead in the finish for Fuller. Good look by Lindsay. Little full court pressure by the Red Devils. Nice look ahead and a layup on the other end for Jalaya Manuel. 6 points for her today.
And look at him still chasing. Lindsay everywhere. Oh!
Final seconds, and the horn sounds, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Nice fight for the Red Devils of Central-Phenix City, but they're in a huge hole. They trail Hoover 67-32. 4th quarter action from Legacy Arena coming up.
Hollis Wright has assembled one of the best trial teams in the state of Alabama. A team that doesn't quit, a team that never backs down, a team that has the skills to take your case all the way. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
I've always heard, surround yourself in life with people that fight for you in rooms you're not in. That's what we do for our clients every single day. Hire a firm ready to advocate for you. Let Hollis Wright tell your comeback story.
Our ABC board play of the game.
And guess who's throwing it in? An 8th grader. These assists are coming off an 8th grader's pass, but it's the baseline out of bounds plays of the game because special teams in basketball is important. We saw the emphasis in the Hazel Green game. Even though they lost the game, how big of a deal it was to Tim Miller that they got that 5-second call out of the baseline out of bounds. And then offensively, it's just been amazing. And it's all about the bling bling. Trying to add another ring today if you hoop.
A 17-point 3rd quarter for Central-Phenix City. They only had 15 at halftime. So again, the response for the Red Devils was outstanding in that 3rd quarter.
It's outstanding, and you know they're just simply outmatched today. I mean, especially on this end. This end is where it's been just so difficult when Lindsay's got 13 points, 5 of 12, but it's just been so difficult for her. Everything that she's had to try to do.
Look at them compete for the second shot opportunity, and Griggs with another 3.
And like you called this shot a few minutes ago, just how important that ball staying above her head. When you see this, that play right there, Johnson catches the ball, immediately keeps it above her head and looks under the basket because she knows somebody's going to be there. That's tall, Nikki. People, hey, you can talk about talent all you want to talk about it. But you sit here and watch Tatum English come in here off the bench and watch the post defense that she plays. Watch this. This ball never comes down, keeps it high above the defense, and knew exactly where her snowbird was. Manual. She's been open all day.
A lot of that you might take for granted, but you're right. That is, you talk about execution and well coached, and just incredible execution.
It's running with purpose. Is what it is. When I say run, get out and run. Let's get out and run. Let's get out and run. Run the floor. You do that. You do it with purpose, but also it's tactical. I mean, if you just go back and look at this game, look at the fast break points, 22. I mean, it's at least a third of their offense is what Hoover does after the defensive rebound against teams that pressure you. Get the ball out in the open court, and, Coach Crystal Johnson has figured out how to make some stuff work here in the last few years. I think that's fair to say.
Well, we keep using the word clinic, but, I mean, there's no other way to describe it. And again, a much different Central-Phenix City team in that third quarter. They competed much better, executed better, and clearly no quit from any of the young ladies in black.
And we got a little 12-on-12 battle going on. So Gibson now has gotten the box and one duty to guard Lindsay. Good matchup, but the issue is it's a zone with one person playing man, and when that person gets the ball, it becomes a double team, triple team situation.
UAB Sports and Exercise Medicine. Book an appointment today.
Finish that one. Really good pass by Lindsay. Look at this outlet. Think it's part of their offense, partner?
And they share the ball.
Think it's
What the fuck, bro? They should be playing quarterback.
This is one of those where people usually say to the ref, that's a heat check. She made that. You hear people yell at the refs and they say, been doing it all night, ref. Well, you know what? Hoover's been doing that all night.
Yes.
And for the last, 4 years here. And I guess it's 6 out of 8 state titles? Something close to it.
Yeah.
But even here, ball's going to come in and they're going to score it. They're going to score it. Watch this.
And then look at the high IQ here. Let's back it out and run some clock.
Young kids out there. To Mickey's point, time and score, always a thing. Even when you're up in a game like this, make the right play. I'm impressed with how she goes left, partner. Lindsay, that left hand is in shape.
Yeah, she put her head down and went to score with a chance at the three-point play with another Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throw coming up. So Lindsay, a solid game in the works here. 15 now after that bucket.
15, 9, 5, and 8. That 8 is turnovers. I actually was telling the story about against Darrell Wilson's South Lamar team when I was a freshman. I had a quadruple double, and that last category was 14 turnovers. But she's had to work so hard.
Yes.
It's not a knock. It's just showing how hard, to your point, she's competing. You don't have 8 turnovers unless you're competing. Now, that's a fact. And here we go. Score against the press.
Get out of the double team. And nice fish at the other end.
The hesitation dribble with the right hand to freeze the defense. Folks, it's subtle, but oh my goodness, that was so good. One of those plays you'll never see, just how quick that hesitation moved. An explosion was to draw the defense and find a beautiful finish for Cannon.
Cannon now with 8 points. So we have an Alabama Natural Gas Association timeout at the 5:48 mark here in the fourth quarter. Hoover controlling the boards. plus 13 in rebounding. And again, we could go down every category, but it has been
Bro, whoever got the line, please give me a break. Baby Glass not a close game.
64, and then coming up right after this one, the Central-Phenix City and Hoover fans don't have to go anywhere because the boys will battle for a berth in the 7A Boys Championship game on Saturday. Then the state championship games begin with Class 1A a little later today.
They do, and it's going to be that last high school game for the most storied player in small school Alabama basketball history, Ace Austin. See her compete against that brilliant team who so much adversity the last few years, not being able to get over Marion County, and then last second shot after this team's played 6 times this year, Nikki, and Brilliant lost 5 of those games, and then turn around and get here, and now you're in the state final, and it's a David versus Goliath matchup.
Well, you know, this Central-Phenix City team lost to Auburn 3 times and wound up beating them at the end to get here. So
you got to play the games, right? But I mean, folks, if you're out there watching and you're within a couple of hours or an hour of Birmingham, or you know what, even if you're still down south around Brantley or RC Hatch, get in the car and get here for that 1A final. It is going to be live. RC Hatch back rocking Erwin Dudley's little nephew, I'm pretty sure it is, playing for RC Hatch, and nobody size of school, nobody, and I repeat, I said nobody, and I know it personally, takes this place over per town size like RC Hatch. They don't. But Brantley took persons on that bench, so, you know, and they got a dude for sure in Parks.
Here comes Lindsay on the attack.
Look at that defense, though. High hands, not fouling.
Yo, whoever that is that just scored, I feel like she ain't missed a shot.
2 minutes, 2 assists. She jumped. I mean, that's a game-winning line. Actually, she's a senior. But been in this program, part of the pedigree.
Winston in the corner, gives it up to Brown. Back to Winston, so Hoover taking their time in the half court here.
You mentioned a point earlier, partner, that I think is just so valid. You got all these talented players for Hoover, but it's the way they play and share the basketball. 23 assists today for Hoover.
23 assists on 31 made baskets. Coach Chris.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Anyone impressed with how fast that was?
This new year on hundreds of new Fords. Take home a new Ford F-150 with 4.9% APR and $3,350 in retail bonus cash. Or a new Ford Edge, get up to $5,000 in retail customer cash. Drive off in a new Ford Bronco Raptor. Save up to $10,000 off MSRP. New year, new Ford. Discover yours today from Tony Serra Ford in Sylacauga.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
And time to take a look at our player of the game. It is Caitlin Gibson, who has had a big game today. 21 points on 8 of 14 shooting. She's dished out 9 assists. Just a solid game for this young lady.
3 rebounds, and more importantly to me, partner, well, she did have those 2 threes back-to-back in the same possession, if you will, as that weird, not weird, but that foul was called after she made a 3. But what I really love about her stat line, 27 minutes, 0 turnovers. And the ball's been in her hands a lot.
Lindsay unable to save it, so it'll go back over to Hoover. Yeah, very efficient time on the floor for all these young ladies. They make the most of their minutes.
Well, they know they got somebody sitting behind them that's going to play exactly how Hoover, Coach Crystal Johnson wants them to play if they don't. I mean, you have to play hard. You definitely have to play defense. See English here.
Triple team. Out of bounds off of Central-Phenix City's Madison Fuller. Will stay with the Bucks.
And you see Crystal Johnson trying to develop Tatum English as that next post player behind Chloe Ford. She's young as well.
Shot missed, shot blocked inside, but still Chastity Johnson coming out with it. Then Lindsay on the attack on the other end, and she will finish and draw the foul.
Basket is good by Jabria
Lindsay with her 17th point today.
Continued to play.
She set the tone for her team in this 3rd quarter. Now that's some leadership by this young lady. 17 points, 10 rebounds, and she had to do that after being just hounded in that first half. You know she was frustrated with all the attention she was getting from Hoover.
Yeah, and like the thing is, you look back and look at this. I mean, about to get another assist. I mean, she's approaching almost. It's like my free throw jinx earlier on Chandler.
That looked like Hoover right there. Todd just couldn't handle the pass.
But, you know, we've seen some Auburn Sonson players that have come through this tournament. Soraya Daniels, Marquise Daniels' daughter, Jordan Hunter, played at Hewitt Trustful. She's playing at Auburn now. So this tournament has produced some players for the Lady Tiger basketball program, and they've got a good one here. This is what they like about her. It's her defense and ability to pass the basketball. Vision. Obviously, she can score. She can go left. She has not quit at all.
And her approach to this second half and not quitting, obviously rubbing off on her teammates. Again, this Central team only had 15 points at halftime. And much more competitive here in the second half as Griggs will check into the game and Todd will go out. Also back in for Hoover, Nia Brown will replace Chastity Johnson.
When we talked to Coach Crystal Johnson about the boys and the girls, and lazy pass there by English. But we talked about, as you see Coach Johnson, is there a competition back and forth? Do the boys and the girls, you know, kind of, you know, we doing what we do. Y'all gonna be able to do it, y'all. And she said, no, it's not really like that. We just expect to. Both programs. It's that we don't have to hold each other accountable because Hoover holds us accountable, and that standard of excellence that, you know, you may not like hearing it and us keep talking about them every year, but you know what? Do something about it and go beat them. Ain't nobody been able to do that. And the fundamentals, the effort, the attention to detail, it's a big-time boys and girls basketball program.
And another foul on Hoover. Once again on English. And again, great effort there by Central-Phenix City as they fight, get the ball back. Lindsay's back at the line for more Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throws here with 2:21 to go in the game. This is another free throw attempt, though. And checking into the...
There have always been a few ready to fight
UAB Sports and Exercise Medicine. Book an appointment today.
Here, and that'll be only her third, but these two free throws that she missed, they weren't the same, if that makes sense. Like, she took her time more on the second one. Deep breath at the top and a knee bend. Make sure the first free throw for young kids out there looks like the second. Nice job by Griggs there.
As you see, coming up next, it's the 7A boys semifinal matchup between these two schools, Hoover and Central-Phenix City. Won't be many fans leaving between these games as the boys' version of this matchup coming up next here live from Legacy Arena.
Brown at the line, shooting 2.
And this is Brown at the line. We'll see another Brown here in just a minute, wearing number 55, and he won't be hard to notice.
Yeah, he's quite the big boy for sure. And Wayne Brown and Hoover and Central-Phenix City, they've got a lot of talent as well. Of course, Charles Burkett, former Hoover coach, his team back in Birmingham for the third time, going up against his former school. A lot of storylines in this game coming up next.
A lot of storylines as we get some young talent out on the floor for both teams. I was looking at Dwayne Brown's stats. Got almost 350 rebounds.
Wow.
This season, Nikki. Great rebounder was Crystal Johnson as well. But next, it'll be as advertising. We talk about Dwayne Brown, we talk about Salim London. But Jarrett Fairley is a guy that nobody's recruiting. He's the second guard, third guard on that Hoover team. And he's a senior, been here for these runs and doesn't get a lot of the credit. But he's had some great games here. But just that matchup with two friends as well. You know, it brings the drama.
Griggs with the rebound off the missed free throw.
QB.
Not at all.
QB1.
Griggs now in double figures with 10.
Or actually, it would be QB2.
Shot from the baseline, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Moore. And she throws it away. And
Hoover
throws it right back.
That's what I heard a few years ago. Griggs is the second half.
She's a competitor.
She's
a competitor for sure. Solid game, 13 now. Brown, little pump fake. Pulls up, left it short.
Gosh, bro, I gotta know, bro. This is getting
power up.
Hadley Williams, a sophomore, will come into the game.
You know, you see them carrying that towel over for the substitutions. There's reasons for that. One is to make sure you get the right person out of the game. Number two is there's a switch and a change when you hand that towel to your teammate. That the way that works, that's a relay. You've got to tell them who you're guarding. You've got to tell them what defense we're in, whatever the coach wants you to do. So there's a method behind even that small madness, if you will.
And more black diamond asphalt and paving free throws. And there's a look at those towels.
That's it. All the little detail things that you notice about basketball, coaches can use anything to motivate their players.
Griggs shoots an air ball on this three-point attempt. Lindsay lost it on the baseline, but it will stay with the Red Devils.
There it is. She won't have to use those towels a ton today. Didn't have to sweat a whole lot to win this one. Good block, English.
So how do you see Hillcrest Tuscaloosa's chances against this Hoover bunch on Saturday?
They've got a puncher's chance, for sure. The thing in that game, to me, the bigs for Branch, for example, Nixon, 23 and 24, they will handle the pressure. So that length of Winston not really going to bother them like it's bothered some of these other guards throughout the course of the season. I think Hillcrest can take care of the basketball, but it's can Hillcrest score in transition with Hoover is what I think the key to that game is, because I haven't seen anybody limit Hoover's transition at all, partner. I mean, in the last 4 years, you see it's an offense. It's what they do. The Hillcrest has the players to compete. I think Chloe Ford would have made a huge difference in that game, but I give them a puncher's chance. And Hoover, obviously, people are going to think they would be the favorite to win, but I was really impressed with a lot of the things that Hillcrest did. They're very fundamental, very tough, and very well coached.
And there's again a look at Chloe Ford, the young lady who is not participating with the lower leg injury. She was the MVP of this tournament a year ago, just a junior, so she will be back. One of the many talented players that Coach Johnson will welcome back next year. But she is right there with her team and cheering them on.
There have always been a few, ready to fight and win for our nation. For 250 years, Marines have proudly served this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
Roll emoji on the non-execution with 38.7 left. But you know what she's sitting there thinking about when she was looking down right there? She was already thinking about the game plan, already thinking about what's worked in this tournament for her teams. Excited about that 7A final, Mickey.
And that'll come your way Saturday at 4 p.m. from Legacy Arena. Bucks inbound against full court pressure, and it is turned into a whistle fest here in the last couple of minutes of this one.
And partner, at the line here, with 34.8 seconds to go, it's an important free throw. Because if I'm Central-Phenix City, as you said, building for next year, right now, it's 38 to 32 in the second half.
Yeah.
Central-Phenix City has won the second half. Now, talk about personnel, talk about different things. Doesn't matter. That's the focus. Yeah. We won in the second half. We hadn't been here. We got everybody back. And then you see programs grow.
Nice spin by Lindsay and a charge.
Oh no, partner.
Akira Sparks takes the charge.
I think you got to give Lindsay that call either way.
Coach Williams agrees with you.
Yeah, I thought that might have had a little lane there. Again, the block charge call. It's not the easiest in the world to get. It's the one that missed. But I'll clap for that young lady right there. She never quit. Lindsay will play a lot of basketball. 20 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists.
2 points more.
Hoover working against the full court pressure from the Red Devils, who are still very active in the final seconds of this one. And a foul.
That was a clean hit.
And no free throws. This will send Nia Brown to the free throw line. Your Black Diamond Asphalt and Paving free throws. 8.9 seconds left in this one. It is a 20-point lead for the Bucks. Make it a 21-point lead as Brown knocks down the first free throw.
I have to do a little investigative research of the meaning. All the Hoover team and players all have yellow nails, it looks like.
$32.35.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
With Amana brand, there's a level of trust. Trust that our quality products are reliable and innovative and backed by an outstanding warranty, letting you focus on what matters most. So it's no surprise that the Amana brand S-Series heating and cooling system provides comfort that blends with your lifestyle. It's slim, smart, quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the game, but I'm gonna probably get this technical issue out the way.